Hi guys, here's a quick intraday video for the 4th of March, Friday the 4th of March. The US equity markets have just opened, and just something to be aware of. The contents of this video do not constitute financial nor investment advice. The analysis presented is for educational purposes only, and Aggregated Finance is not liable for any losses incurred as a result of this video. Any trading done is entirely at your own risk. Okay, so looking at some intraday action, I just thought I'd make a quick video looking at Bitcoin US dollar. We are still above the 50 moving average, which is a big positive, and we look to be experiencing a sort of what looks like a gentle and mild pullback. Bear in mind, it's only the early hours. It's early in the morning in the US, so we have to see how this candle closes, and I may do another video over the weekend. But thus far on Bitcoin, there's nothing here that tells me this is sort of in danger of going down. Of course, there's no guarantees in trading, there's no guarantees in technical analysis, but what we're seeing so far is that price thus far is remaining above the 50 MA. Now ideally what I want to see is the price linger here, and I want the 50 MA to start turning upwards. That will help price, and then we may have a chance of going higher. However, if we break through and close below today or tomorrow or in the coming days, if we close below the 50 MA, that would be a bit of a bearish tone to Bitcoin. Let's look at Ethereum now. On Ethereum, we do have a bit of technical damage. Although we cleared above in the last few days the 50 MA, the 50 MA is still pointing downwards, and we are now, yesterday we just about closed below it, and today we are heading further south. So this thing on the short-term time frame would suggest that price may want to go lower. The fact that we've not been able to clear above. However, we do have a bit of a contradiction. We've got conflicting signals in Bitcoin, which is thus far staying above the 50 MA. So this is just something to be aware of. Now, we are in a very sort of flaky market. We've got a war going on in Ukraine. Let's look at the SPY. This is the ETF that tracks the S&P 500. So we're nowhere near the 50 MA. We made this low Thursday last week. Although there is no technical damage here, you could argue we are still in an uptrend in the last week. Let me look at the hourly chart, which can be quite telling. We were rejected at the 200 moving average on the hourly chart, and the moving averages are still pointing higher. Now, this is the first candle of the day. It will be very interesting to see, do we continue southbound, or will we recover and start climbing as the morning and afternoon move on? But going back to the daily, we're not in any, there's no technical damage here that tells us we are going to head further south. However, we are in a very, very delicate situation politically. There are lots of news items going on, and you need to be aware whatever calls we make, can be subject to change. We can only take it one day at a time. Let's take a quick look at the Nasdaq and see how that's doing. Very similar case. The Dow, very similar case, and the Russell 2000, very similar case here. So that's where we are. Let's just take a quick look at the Gbtc. This is the ETF that tracks Bitcoin. So broadly speaking, a similar setup or similar chart pattern. We couldn't really clearly close above the 50 MA. So this would suggest downside is still in play. And ETHE, let me get the right ETF, and a similar situation here. So let's be guarded. The one saving grace is on Bitcoin, in that thus far we've not closed below the chart loads. Thus far we've not closed below the 50 MA, but that remains to be seen what happens for the rest of the day. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and I hope to make an update video over the weekend.